Removing a system board assembly. Note: this video shows only the physical part replacements. Replacing a system board assembly requires further actions to be taken in the Think System Management Tools. Refer to the System Board Assembly Replacement section in the ThinkEdge SE350 V2 user guide for more information. Remove the top cover. Disconnect all the cables from the drive backplanes. To remove the drive gauge, remove the 4 screws to disengage the drive gauge. To remove the drive cage from the node, lift up the drive cage to remove it from the node. Remove the front operator assembly. Disconnect the cable from the front operator assembly. Remove the 3 screws that secure the front operator assembly to the node. Disengage and remove the front operator assembly from its slot. To remove the front I/O bezel, remove the 5 screws that secure the front I/O bezel. Remove the front I/O bezel by pulling it away from the node. Notes: the front I/O bezel and I/O module board might look different on different configurations. If any M.2 boot drives are installed on the I/O module board, remove them. Disconnect the I/O module board power cable. Remove the I/O module board. Remove the 6 screws that secure the I/O module board. Slightly pull the I/O module board at an angle to disengage it, and then pull the I/O module board toward the front of the node to remove it. To remove the bridge board, remove the 2 screws that secure the bridge board. Slightly pull the bridge board toward the front of the node to remove it. Remove the following components in the following order: micro SD card. Slide the socket lid to the open position. Remove the micro SD card from the socket. Air baffle. Lift up the air baffle to remove it from the node. Remove the power module board. Remove the 2 screws that secure the cable wall, and then remove the cable wall. Remove the 2 other screws from the power module board, and then pull the 2 pull tapes on the power module board to remove it from the system board. Disconnect the cables from the power module board. Remove the power input board module. Disconnect the cables between the power module board and the power input board module. Remove the 4 screws that secure the power input board module. Carefully slide the power input board module out of the rear of the node. Remove the intrusion switch. Remove the screw that secures the intrusion switch to the side wall of the node. Tilt the intrusion switch and remove it from the node. Disconnect the intrusion switch cable from the connector on the system board. Remove all the memory modules. Disconnect all the cables from the system board assembly. Remove the lock position switch with cable from the node. To remove the system board, remove the 9 screws that secure the system board. Carefully lift up the system board to disengage it from the chassis pins, lift the system board at an angle, and then fully remove it from the chassis.